something I've been reflecting about a lot in my own career and just thinking through like how grateful I am to have clients that I've been working with for so long and the importance of long-term psychodynamic work. I think so often people ask us as therapists, like, why would somebody stay with you for that many years? Or like, aren't they making progress? Like, why would they need to keep coming if they don't understand like the value or the reason why people look for like longer term psychodynamic or relational therapists? For me, I always answer that question with like, well, they came to me for one thing, and usually what happens is like there's a crisis, or they're there to work on their relationship with dating or food, or they've experienced some sort of something that is like more of an event that brings them to therapy, or they've been really like putting off going to therapy for a certain thing for a while. And then they come into therapy and we start talking about one thing, but then what really happens is if we're past a crisis and if we work through a crisis, then we're able to go into like the meat and potatoes of the therapy space of like what's really underneath all of this. What relationships did you have prior to this one relationship if you're here for a breakup, or what happened with your family when you were young, or like what are some of these like more unpacked memories that you need to focus on then. And then we focus on that, and then life starts lifing. And there's lots of other things that we could be talking about in therapy. And sometimes a client will say to me, this is the first time I've thought about how am I. When I say, how are you? What's going on this week? It's like some people, therapy is that one space that they have dedicated to themselves, their emotions, their reflection space. So when people are like, are they not making any progress? I'm like, actually quite the contrary. They have committed to a space where they focus on themselves and only themselves, and they work on themselves once a week or every other week or whatever that cadence looks like for them. And then we have a safety net of a deep relationship that's already set up for the unthinkable happening, which we know happens every day in life, or a new phase of life like getting married or having kids, or if something happens, they have a relationship that they have been working on with the long-term therapist who understands them and knows how to bring stuff from the past or stuff from that past relationship, or the narrative that we used to hold, or the experiences that we may not be thinking are related to what happens in the present, into the room and remind us of some of the work we've already done, how far we've come, being able to reflect on those types of things as well. So I've been really just like sitting with that and thinking about that lately, because I'm not really taking on any new clients, and I have been with my clients for so long, and I think people sometimes tend to stop and think about that and think it's maybe a negative thing, but I think it's so wonderful.